And more evidence tonight of how unaffordable real estate has become for an average family in Vancouver. A new report from the Bank of Montreal showing that the average home price in Vancouver is up more than 25% from the same time last year. And what's more, there are more bidding wars for real estate in this market than anywhere else in the country.
If you live here, have a young family, and want to buy a home, single detached, it's getting more difficult to get into the market. According to a Bank of Montreal house price survey, the average price of a detached home in Greater Vancouver over the last year has gone up a whopping 25.7%.
The survey's telling us that as a whole, the market of Vancouver, the prices are going up.
They want open foyer.
And it seems the price increase is being fueled by offshore buyers from mainland China who want a piece of our lifestyle. They favor 3 areas of Metro Vancouver and are willing to pay whatever it takes to make the buy.
And while we see an increase in the number of detached homes in Vancouver overall, it's primarily centered in terms of that increase in West Vancouver, the West Side, and in Richmond, which are the priciest markets in Canada.
In Richmond, these homes recently sold as teardowns. There were multiple offers and they went over the asking price. In West Vancouver, several hundred viewed this home. There were 26 bidders, 22 from China, and the buyer paid $330,000 above the asking price. In Richmond, West Vancouver, and on Vancouver's west side, 25% of the sales come with multiple offers.
There's some bidding wars happening within our markets where people are getting passionate about buying a home.
Some of the offshore buyers aren't even coming to view the homes. They're doing it by remote control, viewing the images over the internet and making bids.
In certain parts of Vancouver, you start to see helicopters flying around, and people are taking pictures, and you start to see people just buying stuff through the internet. Realtors are very active with the overseas markets. It's driving up prices because people aren't taking a look at the properties. They're actually just making bids on it.
The news isn't all bad if you want into the market. The BC Real Estate Board says the 25% rise in Greater Vancouver's single detached prices is really much lower because the escalating prices and multiple bidding in the 3 hot areas is skewing prices.
While we see year-over-year average prices up 26%, in reality on the ground, the typical home is up only about 6% year-over-year. So that's skewing Vancouver average prices looking much higher than market conditions suggest. It's also skewing our provincial numbers and even having an impact on the national numbers.
Even with a 6% increase, the cost of buying a home with a yard is still going in one direction, up, and prices are outpacing increases in income.
And there are also new numbers tonight that show that many people still have no hope of ever owning their own home. According to the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives, about 1 in every 10 Canadian is poor, and BC has the highest child poverty rate of any province, with 12% of all the province's children now living below the poverty line.